Welcome to the Royal Marines training, part 4. Let's get it on.
It's results time for the King's Badge.
Halt! Salute!
Okay, fellas, stand at ease quickly for me, please. I have to say, fellas, both of you were exceptional today. I thought you, Recruit Davis, answered the close questions the best, but you, Recruit Donna, answered the open questions the best.
Who do you think's going to get the King's Badge? Davis or Dunna? I got my opinions, let's see.
Best. We all had a gut feel about who probably shaded it, but we took it back to where the troop commander and the company commander had placed you. And that put you, Recruit Davis, as number 2, and you, Recruit Dunn, as number 1. And we're going to keep it that way. But, Recruit Davis, I don't want you to lose any heart in this. And in any other troop, I can guarantee you'd have won the King's Badge. Now, that's a small consolation. Very, very well done.
I didn't think Davis, the role, was going to get it.
May not have been the best lad in the troop, but I was like the best in the interview on the day. I obviously felt quite proud at that moment, I'm going to be honest.
Dunn was worthy of that. The training team could see that, the lads can see that. But yeah, I'm so glad he won. He deserved it by that.
I'm not sure if he really feels that way.
Sure. Well done, mate.
Good times.
Yeah, exactly.
Dunn will wear the badge on his uniform for the rest of his career and will have the opportunity to earn promotion ahead of his peers.
I can't think of one thing, at least in the U.S. military, where you get a training badge, right? In this case, King's Badge. You wear it the rest of your career like as a ribbon or some type of medal, right? Assuming it just means badge as in a ribbon, but have you guys ever seen that in any other trainings? It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's a very prestigious honor.
For the last few days of training, a familiar face returns to teach drill for the troops' pass-out parade.
Oh, Frenchie.
Pay attention to detail, lads. But from now on, you're going to be the senior trooper around camp. Those going to be looking at you, wanting to be you. Trust me, they'd rather be in your boots, knowing they're leaving this place in a week's time, going to a fighting unit with a green barrier on their heads. Understood?
It's cool. Look fucking sick,
Corporal Frenchie.
King squad, quick! March! Left, right, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Dressing!
King Squad week is a full week of drill. You don't want to look like an idiot in front of your mum and dad, do you? You know, they haven't seen you in God knows how long. You're passing our Royal Marines training. You don't want to be a man who just get out of step or turn the wrong way when King Squad's turning to the right, you're going to the left, do you?
10! Okay, we'll go back straight away to the 3 arrowheads. In iron formation, King Squad! Every get your weapons back!
All you guys have been in know this is an exciting time, right? It's like the pinnacle. We went through all this training, in this case, 32 weeks, right? And all of a sudden they're about to finish. And then go out and test their mettle, right? See if they're real pipe hitters. They got what it takes, because you still don't know, right? They don't know. They've been in training. But now all of a sudden, like the other instructor said, when they leave this, they're going on real ops. More likely than not.
So, starting with the first award then. Marine Morrissey here is a stellar member of this troop. So we felt it was a little bit wrong that you were to leave this establishment without a little award for yourself to hang up in the toilet. We got onto the corps historians, they went into the archives and they started delving around to see if there's any awards way back in history that we could resurrect, and they found one. His Majesty King George V, whilst inspecting the Depot Royal Marines deal in March 1918, was noted to trip over, drop down into a press-up-like position, jump up and mumble under his breath.
Oh, boy.
It thus became tradition in the Royal Marines that the best all-round achiever in bastards henceforth be referred to as the King's Bastard. Marine Morrissey. Okay, right. I think the penny will drop probably when you leave training and you spend some time in the Corps. How privileged you've been to have W1 Booth as your troop commander. So from myself, the
I agree. 28 years, right? This guy had been in, I would suspect, what, I think they said 84 originally. So everything that's happened, including Afghanistan, at the end here of his career, guys like that you want to keep around, right? True warriors, been tested, have some moxie and composure.
The lads on the team and the recruits. Ginge, seriously, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure, genuinely.
If my wife would accept it, I'd spend my gratuity on getting my hair transplant, get my wrinkles removed, look a lot longer, go back down the careers office if my body could do it, and rejoin. It's a dodgy job. It's fucking dangerous. You've joined up to kill people and do dangerous things at the end of the day. But that said, I hope you have the fantastic roller coaster ride that I've had. But that...
I say this all the time. What is the Marine's job in this case? What did you just say? Break things, kill people, right? Everybody else supports that effort. This come out of a 28-year-old or 28-year Royal Marine veteran. Your job is to kill people. They're not UN peacekeepers. They got a different mission.
That is fucking absolutely fantastic, and that will take pride and place in my toilet. So I thank you very much for that.
Oh, man.
I'm not really hanging it up. I'm thinking about going reserves at the moment. Hopefully they'll have me.
Who is missing a spare gold cab badge?
Yeah, everyone in here. We got something for you. Right there.
No, I don't want a fucking dildo. Or a massive tin of Grasso.
This is for the conductor of the plane train.
These guys, man.
Oh, lads. That's fucking brilliant. What am I going to do on Monday morning? Like in foundation. All right, lads. What's the ball place? Now. This is fucking Waz.
Waz, huh?
It's the troops pass out and the last day at Lympstone for the recruits.
Thinking programs are just there.
169's going home. Have you got any cool speeches lined up for when you finish?
I hope I get a
Alphas.
strong erection and it's really obvious. I mean, I hope my parents don't notice, obviously. I hope everyone else notices I've got the most horrendous erection. You look at it and go, fucking hell. He's proud to be a Royal Marine.
The U.S. Marine Corps copied those uniforms, probably copied all of them, right? But those are alphas in the U.S. Marine Corps. They have the dress blues, and sure, it's very similar terminology. Some of the drill's different, but it's fun to watch the little slight differences and nuances.
How has this process changed you?
Speak a lot fucking differently. Still posh by fucking Marine standards, but I'm way more confident in myself than I was before I joined, definitely.
Drafted to 42 Commando, Marine Morrissey.
After 32 weeks of some of the hardest military training in the world, Troop 169 are now Royal Marines Commandos.
The King's Badge for 169 Troop is awarded to Marine Dunn.
Yeah, I love it. It's a good club to be in. It's like going to work.
I can tell you, I see the Brits aren't handing out medals like candy. Guy, 28 years in, he had one row and one at the top. So, what am I saying there? You see a lot of guys in the States, and they'll have racks of ribbons. That guy, 28 years in, he'd been through it, but they're not handing them out. And that used to be the same way in the Marine Corps. I would say, up until Vietnam, even post-Vietnam, they weren't handing ribbons out, a little bit different.
Work every day with your best mates. You can't ask for more than that.
That's an interesting move there, whatever that one is. Got the blues on.
There's a lot of pride attached to it. I mean, these are lads who, you sort of nurse through 31 weeks, and you've seen them grow quite a lot. I think the pride attached to that is immense.
Yeah, no kidding.
Royal Marine! Do your duty! Quick! Back!
Taking a recruit troop through training has been an absolute privilege. I am really chuffed with the performance of the recruits, and that has just put the icing on the cake.
I guess he's got more than I thought. Quite a few.
It's been an absolutely fantastic career.
Okay, welcome to Commando Training Centre. My name's Corporal Barrow. I'm going to be your drilling instructor
the new
for the
guys.
next 32 weeks of training.
Every fortnight, a new troop begin the 32 weeks of Royal Marines training.
It's not difficult, is it? Apparently it is. Wait, press up, hurry up.
I once listened to a guy describe his time in the Royal Marines as putting his hand in some water,
Don't waste time.
and the hole that you leave in the water is how much you're missed by the rest of the Royal Marines. And I thought that was a very sad analogy, so I've changed that slightly. I like to think of my time in the Royal Marines is like having your hand in a bucket of shit. And you've got your hands in there, and you pull it out when you leave, and there's a smell that you're never going to get rid of. And that smell is of being
That
a
is the
Royal
truth,
Marine.
man.
Who sees coming, boys? Stop.
They can see those guys coming a mile away, right? Sure, the regular British Army can tell Royal Marines from, other British Army guys, right? It's that way in the States, at least. You can always tell a jarhead 1,000 miles away.
Stop farting.
Hurry up, chick, let's go. Hurry up till the wait.
Yeah, drop.
That smell will stay with you for the rest of your life. You will be remembered. Hopefully you're remembered because you're a character, because you stuck your head above the parapet. You are never, ever...
Hey, thanks for watching, guys.